Hi, it is iYikkam time again. So today's lunchtime, I got a very interesting message. So one of our Wing Chun friends is telling me he's going to study a complete system of Wing Chun. And then he also asked me who can I suggest that he can study a complete Wing Chun system beside the person he wants to study with. So here I like to share with you on complete Wing Chun system. The fact is there is no such thing as a complete Wing Chun system. It never exists in the past, it never exists in the present, it never exists in the future. You want to look at this Wing Chun study similar to the, say, physics class in the university. Physics never have a complete system, okay? The reason is that physics is a growing deal, okay? You have Newtonian physics, and then you have Einstein's come and have a discovery and even more physics, okay? So physics is alive because it's continue grow, getting deeper and growing. Now, same with Wing Chun. It is continuous growing. If there's a complete Wing Chun system, that means that is the dead end of Wing Chun. Okay, it's a closed down, it is a dead end. So there's no such thing like that. We need to understand in terms of technology and science and art, there is no complete system. Okay? So don't ask me for anybody who know complete system. Do I know? I don't. Okay? Saying that, we need to be careful. Also, like the physics analogy, we need to know the basic, the dominant basic of Wing Chun. Like dominant basic of the physics is the one need to know Newton's law, this basic stuff, okay, basic building block, and pretty round basic, like you know, electrical system, you know, mechanics, you know, Newton's law. You have all those basic, okay, and it cannot be partial. It has to know all this thing, okay. So to study Wing Chun, in order to get it effective and efficient, is actually to be able to know this basic, okay, and knowing this basic, after that one go through scenario by scenario to understand different cases. That's how the study is. That's why in my blog, if you see, there's the basic Wing Chun, which is present in the two books, the basic Wing Chun books and the beginning Wing Chun book. Those are the basic, like the physics basics, okay. Everybody should know that, okay. And then there are scenario, which is different scenario, like in the Qigong side, in what specific thing which is we need to look into it. And there are people in the past already to solve certain issue, okay, that we don't have to solve, we just have to cite it. And then there is a thing that we need to solve it. So it's exactly like physics, okay, keeping growing, the science or technology is keeping growing. That's how Wing Chun is, okay. So the reason I wrote that two books is because the beginning Wing Chun book, which is the 6133, that is the basic, like the Newtonian physics, okay. And then that short strike beginning Wing Chun short strike book, that is like a specific into the field of Wing Chun. So, but they're still basic, okay? It will evolve with the basic, and it will grow, okay? And different people depend on different environment, you know, it will grow in different area. And many Wing Chuners have expertise in different area. Everybody is different because they are living conditions and people who they meet and so forth. So Wing Chun is grow, is huge, it's alive, okay? So if anybody tell you that they can teach you the full complete Wing Chun system, walk away. Don't waste your money. Walk away, okay? You want to learn those who can teach you the basic. If you're good at it, then you can grow and you can study different scenario. If we analyze different things, different scenario, then we can learn more, okay? So that is the effects of a Wing Chun study. Also, there's no such thing as the oldest Wing Chun, okay? Or the most authentic Wing Chun. Forget about it. Forget about those things, okay? Whoever says that's the oldest Wing Chun or most authentic Wing Chun, he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's like saying, I have the most authentic physics, or I have the most oldest physics. Again, what you need is the basic, the fundamental, a solid fundamental of physics. You don't need all the so-called the oldest physics, the most authentic. So are you talking about the Newton's books, the Principia? Well, are you studying physics, or are you collecting antique? Okay, you can collect the Newton's book, the Principia, but you still have no idea completely on physics. Okay, so also, whoever tell you about the most authentic and most oldest Wing Chun, forget about it, okay? And also, if people tell about 峨眉十二庄 is this advanced and so forth, can override Wing Chun, forget about it, okay? I can tell you a recent example. This person have clueless on Wing Chun mechanics and Wing Chun's force flow and short strike. Clueless, okay? As what I say in the body signature video. A tennis player and a weightlifter, whoever have experience in Olympic for training them will know, okay, who is who. So that's why we know, okay, if it's a Wing Chun trainer, a short strike trainer, or a long fist, we can spot that right away, okay? Okay, now, this is the case. This person, I helped him before, even really basic stuff, okay? And lately, he said he know what I'm talking about, the momentum, everything, which is he have no clue at all, okay? It's just like trying to tell a golf pro, saying that he know more than Tiger Woods, those kind of stuff. So of course I'm going to tell him that, hey, you don't know this thing, okay? Whatever you do can be read, can be screened with the body signature. So you know what? He turned around. He said this. You know, Grandmaster so and so in 峨眉 say what you do is wrong. Okay? Well, it turned out that this person went take a 1 day or 2 day seminar, a few hours with this Grandmaster of 峨眉, and then suddenly he become expert, okay? Now, none of 峨眉Grandmaster know Wing Chun. None. Zero, okay? None. 峨眉十二庄 is not a sticking body short strike. 峨眉十二庄 do not have Wing Chun mechanics. Okay? So what is it to justify that Wing Chun based on some so-called big name grandmaster from China or from 峨眉? Okay? People who pull this kind of thing, I often see people like to pull this kind of thing in the West. Oh, such and such a grandmaster in China. If you see this kind of talk, walk away also, okay? A real person who really know the subject will be like the professor in the university. You talk about physics, it's going to explain to you Newton's first law, second law, third law, all this kind of thing. It's not going to say, oh, you're not doing this. This is not according to the Newton. The chemistry department guru is telling that you are wrong, okay? This is actually name dropping while he himself have no clue on what is going on, okay? And also, today, this is a scientific world. You want to claim you have an internal art? Fine, go to any that UCLA or UC Stanford. Check the brainwave handling. How good is you handle your alpha, beta, theta, delta? That's the mind part. Check your oxygen intake. Check your response to the action and reaction force, and how do your force transfer from ground up to the hand and back forth, which is what I call the force flow path. Today we can check a lot of things, okay? So again, as what I tell you guys, I do away all this lineages and all this grandmaster name stuff and get into the physics for one reason. There are 4 million Wing Chuners out there, you and me. I'm more concerned about how everybody can get benefit from the from Wing Chun study, because like it or not, we are consumer. We spend money on that. We spend time on that. So what are we buying? What type of product? Okay. So as why I told you, if you met those kind of person, walk away and be realistic. Do you think anybody can sit on a seminar for 2 days to learn anything? Let me tell you, you go to those Anapanasati training, okay, or camp for 10 days or 100 days, and you see how much you really learn or how much you really not learn. Those Buddhists have the reciting of Buddha for 7 days. They constantly have it in the temple. You go join one of them and see how much you really learn in 7 days for 24 hours keeping reciting Buddhas. Okay? And then you compare with those people who join the seminar, have this big name grandmaster there, you know, rubbing your wings with them and have the relationship. And compare what is the result. I have been in those kinds of Buddhist retreat with top-notch patriarch of Zen, who actually really have the Buddha mindset. 7 days pass through. We look back, we say, oh shoot, there's so many things to learn. I really don't know what it is. What I found out is, not I'm an expert, but I really don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's the experience. So I like you guys to go see those kind of things. Go join really the monastery retreat, be it in US or in Thailand. Go really live with the monk and see what happened. Okay. Beside, like over here, in the West, a lot of people dropping names, grandmaster, this. And seriously, a lot of so-called grandmaster really is boost up their reputations. If we really get into the Stanford University's lab, testing the brainwave, testing the breathing capacity and so oxygen intake, those kind of things, you see how many will fall flat. In Taiwan, there are people who do research, university research on Qigong. They check on the alpha wave, beta wave of the mind, the handling of that. and different stuff. Many teachers, okay? And you see only how many really can do something. And when they found out there are two states in the Qigong, one is called the resonance state, which is the beginning state, and then another one is the samadhi state. Okay, the mind and so forth is different. You can go read the report, how many can really get into the samadhi state, and how many can actually have good handling on the resonance states. Okay. Among so many teachers, how many can have the real thing? So face the facts. Okay. Don't buy anything people say, because this is an era that science and technology and has to be honest with everybody. Okay, because you pay for the product, you need to get a good product. If a smartphone which is no good, you're gonna return it, right? You're not going to get the smartphone and say this is the best, the oldest, the most authentic. But what is the use? Nothing. Okay? And then putting money on that because this is the oldest. Okay? So I actually thinking it is time to look at things as a product instead of oh, you have to have this motak and all this thing. If we couldn't even satisfy to give a quality product and be able to get result, forget about this advanced motak where you can actually sacrifice yourself to help others. If we couldn't even provide a good quality product to the consumer, and if we don't even know what is the product about, but dropping this person or Ermei Grandmaster and everything. By the way, I tell that guy, set up with the UCLA or Stanford University and bring the so-called Grandmaster there and make sure the Grandmaster know Wing Chun. Okay, let's go inside there and do a full test. Scan the brainwave, scan the oxygen intake, and let's see. Let the result, let the professional in the university make the judgment. I told that guy, okay? That's how far we need to go when we go to science. Otherwise, everybody's screwed, okay? So, bottom line, I look at that. Sure, it's like some people might say, I'm very surface, look at the whole thing as a product. I look at the whole thing as a product because we are talking this high, moral, motak, but we couldn't even deliver down here. And so, what's the point of talking about this? Get down here, be honest first, okay? That's the first step. Otherwise, we are wasting our own time and wasting other people's time. So this is to share with you on, is it a complete Wing Chun, the authentic Wing Chun, most older Wing Chun, and can I go study with a grandmaster for 2 days and voila, I become some grandmaster, or I know it all. Hope the best, wish the best for your Wing Chun journey.